you are yourself. We are two different individuals agreeing to come together. Now, come together is for a particular goal. So, and from this statement, this column, the guy said, the longer your marriage, the more complicated it will be. Because new things that you don't know about will start coming up. You will not be surprised that somebody that is to call you maybe 3 times or 7 times when you are married. It's not the person that I need. But then, marriage just unveil some kind of things from people. And now, viewers, welcome to another episode of 30 Minutes with Non-Experts. My name is Power Imi Oluwabumi. On this great episode, we'll be bringing you interesting stories, mind-blowing stories, trending stories, top news across various blogs. We'll be right back.
Hello, welcome back, viewers. Today, from the blog 36statedaily.com, the headline reads: Sterling Bank condemns unlawful protests at Abuja branch, reaffirms commitment to the rule of law.
At Abuja on the 8th of October, an incident happened that made Sterling Bank to come out to reaffirm the public of their commitment to rule of law. You know, I am from the blog. He said the violation was a misconception. Blocked access to the branch, chanted false accusation, and distributed fabricated petitions related to a dispute already settled by the courts. And maybe there was a court issue that has already been settled, but the public brought it up again, fabricated it
Just to make out the story out of it.
And now Nigerians, so they painted it. And if this bank did not come out to take this action, it might tarnish their image. It might be something that will not backfire at them, and to stop it, because we have internet, the world is digital world already. To stop it will not be it will not be easy again to stop. And from their statement, at no point were customer, staff, or property exposed to any risk or danger. And this is coming from the bank. He said there was no point that customers or properties exposed to any form of danger. They were trying to shut the what people claim that has happened.
Like the rumors they are spreading.
Yeah, this thing did not happen. This thing did not happen. Okay, this is the way that it's happened. And court has already settled the matter. And this is coming down to everybody too, because the way we relate issues, the way we take matters, if I tell you something and the third party gets to know about it, the way the third party we paint the matter, it's like, I did not say it, no, this is not what I said, that's the issue I think is happening here. When an issue is now painted to be what is not. And I believe the actions that Sterling Bank took is a very nice one to stop the incident. Next blog, we have techgraph.ng, and the headline reads: NCC to launch Nigerians' first digital connectivity index to rank states on broadband readiness. Reading across the blog, we have the NCC has announced plan to introduce a digital connectivity index, the first of its kind in the country, to access and rank all 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory based on their broadband readiness and digital infrastructure performance. They want to rank every state based on their digital infrastructure performance. They want to know how they are performing in each state, and it is a very nice idea to me. This is a new development. It's a new idea that they want to launch it, and they want to know their performance in a digital way. So maybe they might just be in a particular place, maybe let's say for instance the FCT, and they are knowing everything that is happening across other states in a digital way. And that's how it should be, because we are currently in the digital world whereby everything is done in a twinkle of an eye. You can get to know what is happening anywhere, anytime. And if the communication sector is keen into this new development, it's a new thing, it's a nice thing, and it's very, very interesting. Do you have anything to contribute to it?
Well, I think that this is like their aim is to promote accountability,
Yes.
to attract investors and strengthen the digital inclusion in Nigeria.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like in abroad now, like America for instance, now you see robots now, they are
Performing
doing things. So
mostly everything.
I think they don't want to be left out. So Nigeria also too, as other
We are-
states are advancing, other countries, them to also want to be carried along.
And we are actually advancing.
Because the white people, they feel that it's monkeys that are living in this place. If you hear, like I watched one Korean podcast, so the guy was asking me that, no, Nigerians, they do have beautiful girls and all that stuff. So I said, no, but Nigerians, are they not monkeys? Is there people living there? They were not showing like a forest where lions.
So you
like,
have only forests in
so
Nigeria.
They that's how they
But
do
you
us.
said
That's how they see us. That's how they do us. That's how they see us. So, but so we are thriving.
Yes,
To
to get that name.
follow along, to be in the digital age, not to be left along also. So,
And that is a beautiful one. When the world is evolving, you too, you evolve with the world.
so
You don't have to be
it's just to
stagnant.
strengthen Nigeria's digital inclusion
Yes.
around the world. So from the blog techofnigeria.com, the headline read Microsoft expand Copilot capabilities. AI can now create Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF files from scratch.
Oh
like
my
we all
God.
know now in our world,
Oh
everything
my
is
God.
digital.
That's a lot. And that is it's giving me joy. It's impressive for us to have gotten to this stage. But before we continue, let me just read through the story. Microsoft has taken a major step forward in its AI integration strategy by empowering its co-pilot assistant to not just edit and manage files, but now to create them entirely from the scratch. The updates currently rolling out to insider user marks one of the most significant enhancements to Copilot functionality since its debut. In a company blog post, Microsoft announces that users can now generate new words, documents, Excel spreadsheets, PowerPoint presentations, and PDF files directly through their natural language prompts in Copilot. Looking at this new innovation, and one thing about AI can be a very good tool. Is even a very good tool, but it can only function well with the right prompts. Because if we say Microsoft is coming up with a new idea, you have to put in the right prompts before it can actually give you the best results. Because when I want to generate an image, I want to create a flyer, I want to do something different, I will not put the wrong prompts and expect the right results. Because from this headline, from this story, it's a very impressive one for us to have an AI that will create files, spreadsheets, PowerPoints, Excel, and it can only happen with the right prompt. What do you say to that?
Well, talking about this, Microsoft is a company known in America, and they are the one that made this Copilot. It's actually like let's say a robot, a tech robot. It's downloadable anyway. So now it can now generate Word, that's Google Word, sub-documents, Excel. You just need to tell it what you want.
The right
tell it how you
prompts.
want it. Just write it there and to get it done. Maybe if there are errors, you tell it that you made mistakes
Yes,
in place and it will get
adjust itself.
You know, there's one I'm even using, Gemini. So Gemini can now create realistic photos. Like you don't think they are from Photoshop. It has even made so many people now even lose their jobs.
What do you want to do?
So,
what is involving you involved
and
with
you
the
know
world?
now in Nigeria, nobody will see free thing.
I know what
I can
to
pay
do.
Photoshop 30K when I can easily buy maybe 1 gig data, 1K,
One
and
itself is too much.
tell it what I want my photo like this, make it so like this, and it will get it done.
And it's also a point as
And you can download it and go and print it. How much is printing? So
it's a new thing that the world is evolving into, and everybody should also play along, because if the world has
AI has really done a lot, and it has come to stay, and it's really helping we tech cabals to make our work, easy, smooth, and efficient, to be effective at work and all that.
That's interesting.
I think Microsoft company are really doing a lot.
So
Are really doing a lot.
okay, moving on to the next blog, we have ccSoup.com, and the headline reads, how to prepare low salt soup without losing flavor. From the blog, we have, let's be honest, most Nigerians love their food bold, spicy, and flavorful, but too much salt can quietly harm your health. That's just the truth. It can increase the risk of high blood pressure and health diseases. Still, the idea of a low salt soup often makes people think tasteless, boring, or bland. Good news, it doesn't have to be. You can prepare low salt soup that bursts with flavor, aroma, and all satisfaction, all without missing the sauce. The secret lies in smart seasoning, natural spicy, and fresh ingredients. We are ladies. Let's talk about this.
So, talking about salt, like we all know, the biological name is sodium chloride. So, salt helps the body, to regulate fluids in the body system, and it can also, too much of it can also lead to high blood pressure, heart disease, and it increases risk of stroke.
Yes.
When it is too much. So, my take on that, I think instead of adding much salt, you should add lesser salt to your soup. Of course, we all need salt to give our soup taste.
Yes.
So
is essential.
instead of adding more salt, you can use ingredients like garlic and ginger. Let's say you're cooking stew, for instance. Garlic and ginger instead of much salt. Onions and all these local spices.
Herbs.
Like
Herbs, rather.
Locust
beans.
Instead of much salt. According to what's it called? The World Health Organization, they say like an hour a year, the minimum for adults to take in salt, like the intake, should be 5 gram per salt per day. Per day.
Teaspoon.
Yes, per day. Sorry, I mistakenly said annual. It's per day. So 5 grams per day for an adult. That's 1 teaspoon. But sadly, most people, they take much salt.
When you cook in the morning, in the afternoon, at night.
You will see some people now, they'll be using iru to cook stew. They will still add salt. Already that iru already has salt
in it.
So instead of adding more salt, why not buy crayfish and all that thing?
Thank you. So we need to be educated
food
on the way we consume.
So
we consume some things that are very harmful to the body. Some people will dislike ginger, or garlic.
That
smells.
I know how to cook. It's not bad. I know how to cook. Saying it in the mouth. Do you know the things? Cooking surpass saying I know how to cook. It's all about mixing the flavors, put everything, put maggi, put salt, put concoction. It's more than that.
It's more than that actually, because I have a parent that doesn't take maggi.
Yeah, some people.
It doesn't take maggi.
Some people maybe by diabetes,
crayfish, fish, normal fish, stockfish, meat, locust beans. It add a lot of natural ingredients, but that maggi, it doesn't take it.
Yeah, I have an uncle that doesn't.
And they are living fine.
He doesn't eat maggi and salt.
They are living very, very fine.
Well, his own condition is due to health issues.
Even before we have health issues, before the doctor will say, before the doctor will prescribe something for you, just like this thing can be harmful. Adding too much salt to your soup. So if they have not started eating that salt in their soup, they have not started eating. And it is bad. Now we are raising the alarm. You can still eat your soup very well with low salt. I And I think our people out there can make use of this particular story because it is eye-opening. Too much salt will increase blood pressure. There is a high rate of stroke and heart disease.
So some are not educated, like now.
That's why we are bringing up this.
They are not enlightened. They don't know this.
There should be an enlightenment.
They just be I'm hungry.
And they will go for what is not.
Make I go Roger that percussion like
my mom will say, no prescribed fish for me. I'm not eating fish. No prescribed egg for me. I said, mommy, do you have to? They don't have to prescribe what you need for your body. You say, you're not that. I was like,
fish is good.
It is
better than meat. Yeah.
It's not like fish per se, but if you're like, mom, let's put this thing, this to say, you don't prescribe it for you. I'm like, you don't read that level. You don't have to prescribe me. I'll just say, no, I'm buy my egg. I'll come buy my egg. I'll boil it. Put my food. Simple. Because I'm not eating what
egg and fish are actually protein. Anyway.
And my mom, she uses natural ingredients, the garlic, ginger. But sometimes, oh my God, overusing of ginger is no good. If you put so much ginger in the soup,
yes, too much of it.
It's will be bitter.
It's even better. It is lesser.
Or moderately used.
Than it is too much.
Moderately used. But I believe the audience, everybody out there, the risk that comes with salt is high. And if you want to use your salt, use it moderately. Or even though you can do away with it, if you can do away with it, but if you cannot, just use it moderately and let's have good health. Is very expensive.
I think a solution to that is if you want to use your salt, maybe you are the type of person that you don't know how to pour salt. Like my junior brother, Destiny, there was a day he cooked spaghetti, so he added salt because there was no measurement.
Okay.
So he just poured it in his hand and he just poured. The spaghetti was nice with the ingredients, crayfish and everything, tomato, but you see that salt, nice.
And salt is very, I like salt very well. If you put too much, everybody know that you have added too much. And if you put less,
that is, I think people can actually, get a
container, yes,
and a spoon. Like all these spoons they usually share in party for rice, all those things. So you add it. Like stew, you want to cook stew, maybe if this thing is much or is less, you can add one first and see how it tastes. Then if you feel that it's not okay, you can add maybe half of it. It's better they are lesser salt than they are much salt. Because these things they think that doesn't matter, it actually matters because it actually
health is wealth.
Stroke and health
is wealth. So
and our heart is the one said that usually
that does
get all these, yes, the first problem first. Before any other
so why not take good care of your body? So conclusively, your healthier bowl of flavor. Eating healthy does not mean giving up flavor. With Nigerian variety of herbs, spicy and natural ingredients, you can create soup that tastes rich and satisfying even with less sauce. Take it one recipe at a time and soon your family won't even notice the difference. They will just ask for seconds. And I believe with this conclusion we can blend to the development and have a good life. So moving on to the next blog, we have the businessguys.ng and the headline reads 7 investment opportunities in Nigeria in 2025. Let's read across the blog. Let's read the story together. Nigeria, Africa's largest economy and the most populous nation, continue to attract investors seeking low-term growth across multiple sectors. Despite economic fluctuations, the country's young population, entrepreneurial splits, and expanding digital economy makes it one of the top investment destinations in Africa. This headline is very interesting. It's the talk of today. Investment year, investment day, and there are top investments that you can opportunity in Nigeria today. Number one, we have agriculture and agribusiness. You can invest in agriculture, and I think agriculture is a long-term investment plan because we know that agriculture is not going anytime soon. agriculture is not going anytime. So agriculture has been in existence before now,
Yeah.
and it's going to stay because everybody will eat.
Yes, can't do without food.
Food is good. So if you invest in that kind of huge or what can I use again? If you use huge, this you have good returns. You have a small
And it
farm.
also has risk that comes with it.
There are risk. Yeah, we
So-
know that there's investment they have the risk side of it. But then if you look at the return from it, even though you're not looking away from the risk, but the return and what you are giving back to society from what you are doing, we encourage you. Let's look at it. Agriculture continue to be the backbone of Nigerians' economy, employing over 65% of workforce. With the growing population and food demand, agribusiness offer vast potential for both local and foreign investors. There are key opportunities. We have agro processing, storage facility, irrigation system, and export-oriented crops. Why should you invest in agriculture? We have government incentives through programs like the Anchor Borrowers Program and a massive consumer base for locally produced food. We have government interventions, and yes, today's agriculture is not like before. The way people are investing in agriculture today is not the way it used to, whereby you use all your body, you are stressing yourself all in the name of planting. But now there are other means. We have tractors, we have bulldozers, we have planter, we even have harvester. We have a lot of equipment that will help you make your planting or agricultural business go very, very smoothly. I think you have something to say about this.
We are talking about the agricultural side of investment. In Nigeria, it's actually the backbone, like you all know, of Nigerians' economy. That's why you see foreigners, they do come to Nigeria to invest because they know that our agricultural aspects in Nigeria is really flourishing. We have natural resources.
Even giving back to other countries.
So, like in cocoa now, if you invest, you don't have to own a farm
At all
before you
invest in agriculture.
There are so many people in Nigeria here, they are investing, even home and abroad, they are investing here in Nigeria and they are not farmers.
Yes.
They are not farmers. They just invest their money. Why? Though some people know how to farm, they have farmland, but they don't have the resources. So these people, they come, they invest their money. At the end of the day, they get their own cut. That's like a partnership business. So I farm, you bring the money, we do the partnership together. When the produce comes, when we deliver, we sell, we know the percentage, and we agree. There must be an agreement.
Yes, percentage.
So that because, like they say, if two are not agreed, they can't work together. So because the farm, when you plant, you can't predict what to come out because you can plant this year and locusts can eat your produce, and that is a loss on the farmer side. So you get, and the investor who invested his money. So they have to merge it together. So that they will be able to know their profit, the output of it. Yes.
And today's farming or today's agricultural system, there are ways that you can predict your output today. You can predict what you are actually because there are pesticides and there are chemicals that you use to reduce the rate at which you have this thing that before our fathers will plant yam and then they'll go back and say something actually eating the yam and there's nothing to show for it again. But now when you plant your yam, there are things that you put in place. There are chemicals that you use to make sure that my output must be good because everybody wants a good output from their agricultural.
I'm talking about the chemical. Yes, the chemical they work, but you can't predict nature. Just like during the COVID-19 era, probably there are people that already planted things. They didn't know that COVID-19 will come. So, yeah, I don't know to say Jesus. So to
COVID-19 will come.
They didn't know that the COVID-19 is going to come.
The outbreak.
So you see, those people that are there, our food is going to be, we are going to sell it at a higher rate. It was not then that even beans gone that was sold for 1,000 was now 100 naira. So that is like a loss on their own side. They're already like in their heart, this year we are going to make more money from our produce. So that's it. Agriculture, in every business, in every investment, there are risks.
There are risks. That's just the truth.
The thing is, when you see that the thing comes bountifully, you are happy as an investor or a
you
farmer.
See your produce
So
here,
you'll
be happy.
It's just like this crypto now. If you invest in crypto, there's sometimes you go up to come down. So that is
used to fluctuate.
So
let's go to another one. We have the fintech and digital banking, another aspect of investment. So the fintech revolution remains one of the Nigeria brightest as success story. Startup like Flutterwaves, Paystack, Money Points, and Opay has transformed how Nigerians make payments, save money, and access loan. With over 60% of the population under 60 and increasing smartphone penetration, digital banking remains a lucrative space for investors. Fintech and digital banking.
So talking about this, like me, I used other bank mentioned here except from Flutterwaves. I used Paystack, Money Point, Opay. Actually, I've not borrowed because me, I don't like borrowing. So I've not borrowed money from them. But there was a time my brother also borrowed money from Opay, and they were good. You know, their money is good, and the interest is not that high. So you get. And one thing I like about it is that their interest rate is very, very low. And unlike PalmPay, because you see, it's not mentioned here, Flutterwave, Paystack, Money Point, Opay, like Opay, when we owe them that money, like the thing passed the due date, they just call that, please, our money you borrow so time, you know, with a calm voice, and you say, you go find their money, sir, pay them, because the way their customer service is really, really good. Unlike PalmPay just owe them 2K like this. Hey Jesus, when they go give you, Jesus.
Then no, we
even
have
your generation yet to come say to affect them. If you see the courses, only just because one of my friend one day she was going them 3K. If you see, your generation, which course did they not give her? Because of 3K. The girl now have to come and meet me that I should borrow. You to me too, I don't like the way they are swearing, because you know you borrowed money and as they are swearing to cash you, because you that is owing them money, and you go find trouble. So I borrowed that, so they will stop that. They have this language
for this to offset that.
Because she's my friend, you know. So I give her those courses will limit. So they are not really good. Like me, I cannot go and say let me invest with PalmPay, because they do have all these fixed deposits that if you leave your money like 6 months, you have an interest on top and all that. Yeah, I can't. I don't.
We have
I don't like
individual opinion, because if you ask people how is this particular bank, they will give you their you know, we have opinions, individual opinions, and your experience with a particular brand, or a particular company, we tell the kind of opinion you will give to that company. If you ask me how far with Wema Bank, I will tell you how Wema Bank is because I'm using Wema Bank. If you ask how far with First Bank, I don't know because I'm not using First Bank. But we are in a digital space whereby everybody chooses the one that is best good for them. We have Bamboo, we have AfriInvest, we have Optimum, we have Cowrywise, Piggyvest. You go for the one that you like. Most of them, their interest rates are similar, but you move to the one because everybody should adapt to the digital space. Because you won't say because they used to call me when I owe them, so I will not use it again. You still need it because if you look at the percentage of people of this, they said over 60% of population under 30. Imagine over 60% of population of this country under 30 years old are increasing smartphone penetration. Digital banking still remains one of the lucrative business. It is still, even though they have their flaws and they have their bads, it is just something that is yet to stay. And I think that the website has actually done justice to it. We have 7 others. Or we have talked about 2. We have 4 others there that we can check. The businessguys.ng. You can check other 7 investment that you can actually go into today in 2025. So move to the next blog that reads obongenews.com. So the headline here is a very, very funny headline. And
when I reach 50, I will collect tribal mark like my papa.
That's nice. Let me just read one of the paragraph and we'll move into the story. Popular Nigerian musician Abolore Adegbola Akonda, wey everybody sabi as Nice, don talk say he go collect tribal mark when he clock 50. I don't know, what is the point in taking tribal mark when you are 50 years? When you are small, you did not have tribal mark. Now you are old. You want to go through the pain of tribal mark. I think Nice that is saying this. He has this. Maybe he's just trying to cash cruise, or I don't know whether he's serious, because tribal mark is not big. So children that are giving tribal mark today, they don't. So the singer talk this one for one of his video where he dropped for him TikTok page recently. Nice wey come from Ogbomoso for Oyo State talk say tribal mark na to honor him papa wey get the same mark. In his word, he talk say by the time I reach 50, I go get the same tribal mark like my papa. Na wetin I wan do for my birthday be that. That is nice. I'm clapping for him. I'm proud of that birthday because he wants to give his daddy, or he wants to honor his father by. I don't know. To me, it's looking odd.
Why you won't go put tribal mark? Your face says
people already know your face.
Don't be say fine too much like that.
No.
Now you want for go put tribal mark.
Honor
your father. Maybe his father is even dead.
In my mind, we don't know. But he said he wants to honor his dad by having the same tribal mark like. But if there's anything you want to have like your father, should be tribal mark.
In an interview with Nancy, he actually said he's a traditional worshipper. So don't be surprised why he's saying he wants to come put tribal mark. So I don't know. Let's see the outcome. We will be alive to that 50 self God. That's if I'm finished to die, but let's see.
It's going to die by the grace of God. And we want to see the new look. I'm actually anticipating the new look of Nice. That mark. I don't know where it's going to come from. It's going to be from year to year. Or from year to year. You should do it from.
It's old fashioned thing. They say that I want to give my child tribal. I say I will know my child, or you know when they see all that stuff.
There are reasons to this culture. It's a cultural stuff. People give their child. People even write the name of their child on the palm. It's for a reason. But now we're in a civilized world where tribal is even going down the drain. Nobody is talking about it. But now, Nice in his own nice nature said he wants to honor his father by having a tribal mark on his face. So let's anticipate and wait for the results and see.
Well, he actually said that he battled the attack for 6 months. That he was vomiting blood and all that stuff.
Really?
So, and it was actually one baba, all these priests that cured him. So maybe that's what he actually told him to do. You know, these musicians and the industry is down. Although you guys celebrate them, the industry is really down. So imagine him vomiting blood and one baba.
We ask him, he will give us reasons. And everybody is battling one thing or the other. So
from his interview with Nancy, that's what he said, that he had one spiritual attack wey make am dey vomit blood for 6 months. Unto one Ifa pray before he come cure am. So maybe that's what they ask him to do.
Everybody have rights to do whatever they want. After all, people are doing tattoo. So what's any tattoo and drama? So let him go ahead with his choice. I think we can move on. So move to the next blog, standardmirror.ng, and the headline reads, Akon's wife files for divorce after 29 years, seek custody and support. after 29 years in marriage, you are filing for a divorce. After nearly 3 decades of marriage, Tomeka Fiance, the long-time wife of singer, entrepreneur, and philanthropist Akon, has officially filed for divorce, marking the end of a 29 years union that spanned the height of Akon's global music success and business expansion. Court documents filed in Georgia on Monday reveals that Fiance is seeking both legal and physical custody of the couple's minor children, as well as financial support. While the filing cited irreconcilable differences as the reason for the split, the implications of this divorce extends well beyond emotional grants. They open a window into the complex financial web built over Akon's multi-million-dollar empire. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this divorce story. Now, this is Akon. We know Akon is a global musician. He's a known businessman, he's an entrepreneur, he's a philanthropist. And now his wife is coming out to end a union of over close to 3 decades, like 29 years. He's not being so. He's a 29 years old child. He's already having his own family or our own family. Now you want to end this thing. And the wife is actually seeking every support. She's seeking every support that she can. For her to see that kind of, come out with that kind of stuff, I think it has gone to the height of it. She cannot hold it again. What do you have to say about this update?
Well, talking about Akon, I'm just hearing for the first time. But towards the marriage aspect, like we all know now in our world, the celebrities, their marriage doesn't last. You know why? You just see now, this one get married before you know they are born out. Boom. Yeah, marriage don't scatter. So their marriage doesn't last. I don't know.
But this one is
but this one, even
29 years now.
29 years.
Something might be eating up the
so
woman.
So maybe it's actually something, maybe as
9 years that she cannot
couples,
contain
they
again.
all have their own, bad and don't. So I don't know, maybe there's something that maybe the man is doing or the woman is doing.
Yeah, maybe they're doing that she has been
like,
keeping.
or he doesn't like that she's doing. So that's
for
her to come out, to file
divorce
papers towards him and all that, even seeking for financial assistance from the children.
Let me read this particular column. The longer the marriage, the more complicated the unwinding. James added, it is not about what they have, it's about what they have built together and how that legacy is valued. Let's look at this issue from another dimension. I am myself, you are yourself. We are two different individuals agreeing to come together, and our coming together is for a particular goal. So, and from this statement, this column, the guy said, the longer your marriage, the more complicated it will become. Because new things that you don't know about will start coming up. You will not be surprised that somebody that is to call you maybe 3 times or 7 times when you are married, you will reduce it. It's not the person is actually adding to, but then marriage just unveil some kind of things from people. And now, if there is something to keep, what is worth fighting for? It might look like it's worth fighting for. If you know the reason why we are together, it is something that is worth it. This thing must stand. This thing must stay. It is here to stay. It doesn't mean that there won't be ups and downs. There will definitely be. But when there is a reason for something, you fight for it. But if the woman is seeking for a divorce, I think there's something actually is the cause of it, because there's something that she has been enduring. Maybe emotional, maybe financial, maybe anything that she has been enduring and she can no longer enjoy it, and then she's coming out. Yes.
say what transpired between the husband and
You don't
couples.
really know what's
So, but according to Georgia's law in America, once one of the parties are already filing divorce against each other, both your businesses, your investments, whatsoever you are, whether all your properties, your money, everything will be shared accordingly between each other. So, unlike here in Nigeria, that one, unless you are, Olowo, like the woman who has money, that is when she can fight and collect her own share of the man's property. But if she doesn't have, then she's just those stay-at-home mom, the man should be, they'll just return your bride by this don't go your house.
And it's also a call to our young women to have to be financially stable, financially strong.
Because this woman, if she doesn't have money, she'll not be able to fight against this man because the man is so powerful.
And he's a global entrepreneur and all those. So I think their reasons are best known to them. The woman have her reasons for coming out of this, and I believe that every justice we make, but it's not a small matter. The right justice we made, and every property will be shared. So
I think it's just, them separating is just causing bad effects on the children. Doesn't make any sense. But when they separate,
they don't want
they're
to
like, where is my papa? And
there
all that.
is an agreement.
And even when they go to school, due to the celebrities, students at school, like they're going to be like saying,
No, there's 29 years in marriage. They should be there. I don't think they should have any baby in the family anymore.
you are here 29 years in marriage. You don't know maybe at that time maybe dating and courtship is part of it.
29 years.
Yes, because the way they do it over there here is not the same. They can court like I've read the story. I see a film like watch something like that. They were dating like up to 10 before they even say okay we marry safe. So imagine, but if it's here in Nigeria, just date one year now for let's say 6 months. They ask you how far bro when you come to see my parents. So that is it. American way there.
It's different. It's actually different. I think that's all for that story.
I think that's why this woman said she have that boldness to come out and the custody they are even the court they are even listening to her. If you see in Nigeria, if you have money, nobody's listening to you. It's the man that
So we have come to the end of today's episode of 30 Minutes Non-Experts. I'm very sure that you enjoyed this episode, and
you guys should hit that subscribe button.
really doesn't bite,
Because if you hit it, that's when you encourage us to do more.
to get across to others. Please subscribe, share,
It's not even take 1 second of
like,
your time.
comment.